Particularly our focus will go to Pablo Torre, who, I don't know about you, it's a slight surprise that he starts ahead of Darder, and Gian Virgili, who's a genuinely excellent footballer, one of the standout soccer players of the entire league, given where he was at the beginning of this league and where he is now in people's perception of him, his importance to the team in football terms and in statistical terms. The fact that Torre and Virgili are ex-Barcelona makes it even more tantalising to watch what they do today.
Well, here's the lineup for Football Club Barcelona today, with Joan Garcia in goal, Balle, Garcia, Cubarsí and Koundé making up the back four in front of them. Here comes the big question, and it's the one that you're going to have to try and unravel and answer for us. It's who plays alongside Casado.
Let's play as a team.
It's a way of not, sitting on the fence for myself. Casado and Olmo or Fermin. We'll see who is the more central midfielder, who's the attacking midfielder. What we do know is and expect is that Rashford and Lamine will be operating on the wings and Lewandowski as the number 9.
Yeah. The precedent would tell you that Olmo will play next to Casado, but we've shown as a 4-3-3. Barcelona are very liquid in the movements during games, and coaches sneer at us when we try to define them too tightly to formation. But the base formation is 4-2-3-1. Has been almost all the time under Hansi Flick. The occasional shot when he goes through at the back, very rarely. So now it will be a surprise that would make Ancelotti's eyebrow raise to the top of his forehead as usual if it weren't Olmo slightly deeper and Fermin between the two wingers.
And this is the Mallorca lineup, which also poses some questions. Leo Roman in goal, midfield, David Lopez, Valiant and Mojica in the back four. Rayo still awaits his comeback on the bench. Mascarell alongside Samuel Costa, Pablo Torre coming in for Sergi Darder, and Maffeo on the right flank. Maffeo right back, Mateo Jaume on the right flank, Gian Virgili on the left, and up front, Vedat Murici.
Pablo Torre is back in anytime you want, but you have pretty well articulated doubts about what the right side of Mallorca is going to look like, and also what they call it the dibujo, the tactical drawing is going to be like. What caught your eye about that?
Against Barcelona. So let's see how it's going to be today.
Depending where you go, it's either Mateo right back or Maffeo right back, and the other one as the wing back. Generally, Maffeo's played further forward.
You have a feeling that Maffeo is more likely to be placed ahead.
How's everybody doing today? Happy Saturday.
When it's a 4 or when it's a 5, and the coach Arasati really did a very good job of dodging our interviewers' pre-match question about what's the structure at the back 4 or 5. We'll see.
Well, initially it does look like Mateo is alongside Maffeo. So it does look like they're sitting back in that back 5, but we will see how it does evolve throughout the game. We do know is that Barca have kicked us off in their possession of the ball here initially with Lamine Yamal.
Score, man. So
his was the first goal of the season in that eccentric match at Son Mosh. An absolutely wonderful way to start. It was a brilliant goal.
Balle.
He's now got 27 goal contributions between direct assists and goals in 29 matches.
Oh
man, what a pass there from
Gian Virgili. The offside flag goes up, and Lamine will have scored in 4 games in a row. That's probably the one thing that people were demanding a bit more from him in terms of, you've mentioned there how many.
27 in 29.
How involved.
Yeah, it was outside. Like a pretty good outside there was. A pretty good outside.
Flag goes up, and Lamine, well, he's scored in 4 games in a row. That's probably the one thing that we're demanding a bit more from him in terms of, you've mentioned there how many.
And this guy, the tall guy from Mallorca, man, he's really dangerous. The one with the had like a ponytail. I forgot his name. He's really good.
One thing that people were demanding a bit more from him in terms of, you've mentioned there how many.
Oh Jesus, give me a break with this. Give me a break with this.
Things go. Hansi Flick has been talking about how happy he is with his relationship with sports director Deco. I think there's a degree of, well, he would say that. It's definitely safer when you're talking in public to mention that. He is definitely very close with Joan Laporta, the president, who's in his last game as president. Because the elections have been called, they will take place this spring, and that means that temporarily the sitting president needs to step away, hand to his right-hand man, Rafa Yuste, and therefore, as formal president, until or unless he wins the elections again, this is Laporta's last game as president.
What a pass from the
going for his textbook outside of the foot curler in behind the defence. You can see the fans also making some noise and gasping as they see him playing the pass. Now Casador. Eric to Balde. Olmo. Balde. Rashford. And deciding to move the ball out towards the right. Not much Jules Koundé could do with it. Mojica.
How's it going there, people?
Up by Samu Costa.
Just to let you know, I'm also streaming in
waiting for the contact from Dani Olmo.
Got to use a euphemism. That was a clever foul.
As well.
It's one that should frustrate the heck out of him, where referees need to be maybe a little bit more daring in booking, because that was a break the momentum foul. Didn't look all that ugly, didn't look dangerous to his opponent, the Portuguese. But Costa was on the run there. Barcelona had bodies committed up. That's the type of foul that I think the purists get pretty ticked off about, but coaches love.
Everybody,
for Murici. Volleyed away by Eric.
It's only, I think, when Barcelona are back in their own half that you see the clarity of Fermin at 10 and Olmo at double pivot with Casador 6 and 8. Because seeing that Mallorca are playing when they are defending 5 at the back, Olmo was pushing forward and playing at the same sort of equilibrium, the same sort of height as Fermin. Barcelona don't like playing 5 at the back against 5 at the back opponents, because they find it much more intricate about the 1, 2, 3 passes that can open the team up. Wing backs can be the way in which a diagonal pass can set a wing back free and break this offside trap that Jimmy failed to do there.
Outside.
Well, we saw
Second time
on the screen there, Lewandowski, 9 goals, Murici 15 goals, and we saw a nice exchange of the official Twitter account saying it was Lewandowski against Murici this week, and Murici said, very few players can be compared to Lewandowski, and I am definitely not one of them, but thank you.
Goal recognises goal, and I think Lewandowski can have nothing but respect from Murici. We won't answer that question today, but if Murici were in this Barcelona team, or a Villarreal team, or if he was an alternative 9 to the style of Mbappe at Madrid, the number of goals this guy would score would be deeply impressive. He's a very good footballer. Too often for Mallorca, isolated.
Well, scored 15 of Mallorca's 28 goals so far this season in La Liga, which is a remarkable return. Lamine.
We take it again, Koundé. Oh man, we almost lost the ball. We take it again, Koundé. Nice. It's good to be a nice.
Nice Mallorca defence.
It was Mojica who was bothering. I mean, tugging and pushing and closing, and Lamine has become much better at handling that, but not losing his temper, but not complaining to the referee. But he did get a little bit ticked off there. If you can get under a player's skin, it can
have the control so far
pretty brave about doing that. In the case of Costa and Rafael, they don't mind trying to annoy creative football in the opposition. And Alejandro Quintero Gonzalez can think, well, on that occasion, letting the play flow was fine. He's going to have to monitor that quite closely.
The door's closed, technically. Oh, what a pass there.
He's been in for some rough treatment over the past on some of his travels to Mallorca. Rashford comes in.
first attempt. Nice. Very nice. Corner for Barca, first corner of the game.
Now for Rayo, one of the guys who's given Vinicius the most tough treatment. And Lopez is a local boy, but breaking up Rayo, because Rayo's on the bench, Rayo combination hasn't been easy for this 22-year-old. Now, how does he defend this?
In from Rashford. It's precisely David Lopez who got his head on the ball.
Olmo. Okay, nothing happened.
Rashford, who was
Rashford, go attack the ball. Why are you going to wait for the pass, man?
Defensive cover from Fermin.
Jesus. Oh, listen, guys, we have a new follower. Thank you very much.
Pablo Torre.
Here we go. Welcome.
Thought at the time when he joined from Racing Santander that number 10 position that he's playing in today for the Blaugrana.
Thank you very much for the likes so well.
It's very much at that stage the crown prince of creative football across Spain. His reputation at Santander was gigantic. But in terms of
Mallorca's attacking really good, man.
Of his creative potential, and two, frankly, his work rate.
Long pass there from Rashford.
And even at Mallorca, came on
straight to the hand of
natural time, about a minute left. Because there was added time, scored last week, much to the delight of his teammates. But he's a guy who always seems to behave as if his club, whichever club it is, owes him a little bit more game time, whether or not the coach is happy with the intensity of his work.
Well, it's been a disappointing loan spell, hasn't it, for both parties, I think, that for Pablo Torre and for Mallorca.
Yeah.
Rashford. Adil coming across.
What a pass there from him in there.
Teammate and partner on that right flank today, Pablo Maffeo.
Olmo.
Eric.
Change to Koundé. Koundé to Lamine.
Fermin. Gives the ball to Fermin. Gives it back to Barca's number 10.
Luke Olmo.
Rashford.
Valde.
Casado. Moved down by Samu Costa.
And look when Mallorca robbed the ball.
Now Mallorca is attacking dangerous. Running.
Out of position.
Come on, defense. Come on. What a pass. What a save. Oh, be careful.
And that's soft defending from Koundé.
Oof.
And Eric Garcia got Koundé out of jail.
And
First
Koundé,
of all, the formation or the
couldn't defend.
Is
and then Kovacic
Barcelona are trying to
stop the pass to go to
both the fullbacks. Balde, you can see just going
forward
out the
of
Mallorca. He was so far up.
But it was too short.
Was thinking forward, not defensively.
And then Eric has to save.
He doesn't realise his job's not done.
And he was almost an own
needs to
goal.
do better here because he's got the space. Eric Garcia
now
doing what he's been doing
Mallorca
all season. He's the fan favourite in terms of who do we trust, not who'll create or score. That's Lamine. Who do we trust? That's Eric Garcia.
Brilliant season. Bouncing back, Eric Garcia for Barcelona.
Be careful.
That's the corner that was looking for Jan Virgili. He's not the tallest of players.
Hand throw for Mallorca now.